This is exhilarating. Get excited.
Nine. The Mighty Nine. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to do something at least a little silly there in the beginning because Critical Role. It's their second season, or their second campaign rather, the Mighty Nine, and from what a lot of people say, is actually in some ways better than Vox Machina, which that's saying something because Vox Machina, I've loved everything I've seen from their campaign, and also not only that, but the show has been amazing. I mean, there's so many things about the series, about the animated show that I love, and then going back and watching.
From what I can tell, they gained popularity as they went, on the first campaign, and they weren't finished gaining popularity until they were midway through the second campaign, basically.
Okay.
And therefore, there's a lot more people that are Critical Role fans that probably would talk about the second campaign than there are the first.
That's fair. And of course,
because I've heard many people mention Laura Bailey's character from this, and
yes,
I've heard hardly anybody mention when they're talking about Critical Role the characters from the first campaign,
Mm-hmm.
Minus the controversy that happened during the beginning of the first campaign.
But, yeah, which, oh well.
Yeah, one of the D&D YouTubers I watched, Jenny D, for D&D Dungeon Master advice, she's cosplayed as Jester and met Laura Bailey while they were both cosplaying as the character as well.
Nice. My whole deal is, for me, Critical Role, I mean, I've been through a lot of their stuff, and we're still in the midst of Vox Machina. From what I understand, they're doing 5 seasons of Vox Machina and then calling it. And they're going to be releasing season 4 here soon. And then not only that, but now Mighty Nine is coming out. And I'm not going to say it's an oversaturation of Critical Role, but I could see this basically wearing the lore bits a little too thin. In terms,
I don't know about that.
Well, in terms of or not lore, but wearing the awareness and saturation of how markets can get oversaturated with stuff. I really hope that doesn't happen, because there were a lot of people that
don't think it's going to, because there's no other high fantasy adventure shows in the market that are animated currently,
or good or really
you can't oversaturate with just 2 shows worth of something. That's not how that works.
Well, no, I mean,
and not to mention, I'm pretty sure that Mighty Nine has a slightly different vibe from
Vox
Machina in the first place, because I think they're more sci-fi fantasy in this one.
To an extent, from what I remember.
I'm pretty sure they have spaceships and shit in this one.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure this one uses Spelljammer stuff or something.
Maybe. But my thing is, I just worry that the more that people are oversaturated by stuff from Critical, because they just started Campaign 4 as well, which I saw the opening monologue from Brennan Lee Mulligan, and my God, that was great. That was great. Once again, because Brennan Lee Mulligan, I'd say he's on that upper echelon of Dungeon Masters. He's up there with Matt Mercer. He's up there. There's very few, I would say, are on that upper echelon.
I think the whole deal is actually that a lot of people didn't really care for Campaign 3 as much.
That's one thing.
Since everybody liked Campaign 2, this is not going to have anywhere close to the effect you're talking about. People are going to be stoked to revisit this. Because this is the one everyone likes.
I guess so, yeah. Which, Campaign 3... The problem with Campaign 3 is just... I don't know. I guess it just didn't feel as familiar because they brought in so many guests and brought in so many new people for 3. Because you remember, like, everyone talked about how the finale was quote unquote ruined, which I watched it, and yeah, there was a good segment of that. I literally, if I were Matt, I would literally looked over at that woman and just said, "Shh, go away." Literally, because you're trying to close out your characters that you've been playing for like over a year. You're trying to close it out, and all you're doing is interrupting that.
Yeah,
because your
guest isn't respecting that. Like,
yeah.
basically.
Well, and thankfully we haven't had that because like our group basically is like very much collaborative and cooperative, and you know, we're game for whatever you want to throw at us. And you know, all of us like, and none of us are like hardcore meta gamers or, you know, min-maxers or anything like that. Like we're in this to have fun. And like, although I will say this, Kate unintentionally is min-maxing because she picked literally the most god tier build for Curse of Strahd, and I was just like, well, and even still, she almost died in the last encounter. She almost went down.
Not almost.
Well, she was down to 4 health.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she was.
No fucking way.
Temp hit points and everything. She only had like before temp hit points, she only had 4 regular health left. You almost downed her.
Not that I saw.
She had lower health than me. I had 12.
She never told me that, if so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it was on her sheet. I remember she was in the single digits, and I looked over and thought I saw 4. I was like, oh, Jesus. That's dangerous. But, yeah.
You were misreading her sheet because she writes things down differently than a lot of people do.
Yeah, that's true. She is a very much... You want to talk about, like, the serial note taker? That's Kate.
She rolled the dex save. She didn't get hit for nearly as much damage as you did.
Well, no, it was the magic missile that did so much damage to her. Because remember, she got hit with what I did, but she got 21 taken off there.
She could have only been hit for as much as... Even if I rolled max on both, that would have only been 12 damage.
But
because
plus
I hit her with 2 bolts of the magic missile.
But 21 damage from that, which, you know, she took off. I can't remember, but I'll ask her next time I see her. I'll just be like, what was your character in terms of health down to? Because I thought it was in the single digits.
Highly doubt that.
But we'll see. But anyway, that's for another time. Right now is the time from the Mighty Nein, the official trailer. What do you say we check it out? All right, here we go.
The Luxon beacon is no religious relic. This beacon is a weapon.
Some kind of arcane weapon has crossed our border. War is coming, and you're our only hope of stopping it.
You got the wrong people.
We've got a homeless wizard, an inebriated goblin,
Bottoms up!
a shipwrecked sailor, a cocky ringmaster, a temperamental monk, and chaos incarnate.
That looked like Sokka.
Face it, what no?
Sokka, however you pronounce his name.
Oh, is that from Avatar?
Yeah.
Very much Sokka. Very much.
Temperamental monk, and chaos incarnate.
There she is.
Do you want to be my... Face it, we're nobodies.
That's what makes you so dangerous. They'll never see you coming.
Time to put on a show! Did you actually think you could escape your past?
So maybe Campaign
Serve
3
purpose.
was actually the...
Oh yeah, because Campaign 3,
sci-fi
like
of
FCG,
thing.
Fresh Cut Grass, like was an automaton. Was like a fully like digital automaton character. That was the one that Sam played.
But if that's the case, then Jester also got brought cross-campaign because
Probably.
she was playing that character with those characters from Campaign 3.
Well, maybe she did, like, cross.
But at the same time, this actually looks like one of the characters, too, so I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Shared pain, but mostly shared strength.
What do we do?
What we do best. Make terrible choices.
Wild shape.
I'm out.
Oh, no. Yep.
This group is wild.
We are the Mighty Nine.
But there's only 6 of you.
Yes, but 6 and 9 go so well together.
Also, that's a hell of a... Dude, holy shit.
Nathan Fillion?
Yeah, Nathan Fillion's
Oh,
going
yeah.
to be in here. Angelica Houston, Jonathan Frakes, Rahul Kohli, nice. Tim McGraw, Anika Noni Rose, Ming Na Wen. They got fucking
To be
Mulan.
honest, Nathan,
And Mark Strong.
Nathan and Lucy are the only two I actually recognize.
Morticia from the 90s Addams Family.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah. Tim McGraw, the country singer. Jonathan Frakes, Commander Riker from Star Trek The Next Generation.
Never watched Star Trek.
Lucy Liu, of course you know Lucy Liu. Mark Strong, you remember the first Sherlock Holmes movie with Robert Downey Jr.?
I never have seen those still.
Ah.
I want to, but I haven't got to.
How about Kick-Ass?
Yeah, I've seen Kick-Ass.
Remember the mob boss?
No. To be honest, I don't remember what they look
McLovin's dad.
I forgot that he had a dad that was a mob boss in that.
Yeah, well, Mark Strong, very strong, like, British actor. He's awesome. And then Ming Na Wen, that's Mulan. That's literally Mulan.
From the live action?
No, from the animated.
Ah,
Yeah, the literal Mulan.
neat.
And Anika Noni Rose, I know her. Rahul, yeah, I know. And Alan Cumming, Nightcrawler from X-Men 2, X-Men United. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what characters they play. Okay, is that it? Oh damn. Okay, I thought that would be.
Yeah, I don't think there's an oversaturation because essentially this is filling a niche that was left with a void by 2 live-action shows, which is Game of Thrones and The Witcher.
Mm-hmm. And Rings of Power. Let's not forget, because
Rings of Power doesn't count because it was never good in the first place.
fair enough.
So
That's
basically
a
what
good
happened,
point.
Lord of the Rings came out and was like one of the best high fantasy things of all time. And
Easily.
after that, what was there to take its place? Hardly anything.
Well,
So when Game of Thrones came out and actually was doing something epic with high fantasy again, it was obvious that there was going to be tons of fans. Because if you do something with a genre that has a void, everybody's going to be hyped.
yes.
And high fantasy just has a void. And so then Game of Thrones dropped the ball at the end. The Witcher came out and was pretty good for the first couple seasons. And then dropped the ball as well.
Dropped it at the end of season
So,
2.
Vox
Goddamn.
Machina has been like the only current like high fantasy show that's still of quality, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just another one on top of that. Everybody's going to be equally as hyped about this as they were about Vox Machina. If not, there's going to be more people hyped about this because I think there's more fans of Campaign 2 than there are of Campaign 1.
Probably, yeah.
Not to mention, it's exciting because they were already doing Critical Role when they started this, so it's not like they're gonna have to go figure out how to even start the animated show this time because things that took place in the animated show took place at their home sessions that never got streamed.
Yeah.
So,
Now there was like the catch up thing that they did.
well, they skipped a bunch of stuff. Like,
Oh, really?
They skipped entire things that they even did on the show too. Like they went to like a dwarven city at the very beginning of like their first session of the show.
Yeah.
They didn't do that in the show and like the animated version at all. Like the Briarwood started like 20 some episodes in, I think, and pretty much they made their own unique arc to intro the characters in the show, and then jumped into the Briarwoods from there. But there was a bunch of stuff they had done before then already. But this is interesting because they might start at the beginning of where the campaign started this time. So we might see more like level 1 kind of situations this time around. I'm not certain, but that would be
maybe. We'll see. But
and, they have the potential to run this one longer too as a result. Like, they could probably run this longer than 5 seasons, because they could run it for however many arcs they did in the full campaign, you know?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway.
Yeah, there's one where Marisha is playing, like, some kind of badass, like, mercenary, and I guess that's campaign 3 that I'm thinking of, and that one's, like, sci-fi. So I got those mixed up, so this one looks more fantasy as well. Because, Travis is playing, like, the captain of the ship in that one, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm stoked to check this out for sure.
Definitely. Same. I'm very excited, but...
The other thing, too, is if you watch a guide for, like, how do I get into watching Critical Role, like, a lot of people will talk about how... Well, here's the thing, is it starts out messy, it starts out low quality. One of the ways you can get into watching it is just to start with Campaign 2. So there's probably a lot of people who wanted to watch Critical Role that just went straight into watching this. So there's going to be, for that reason, even more people that are probably interested in seeing this than there are Vox Machina.
So, yeah, and plus this campaign is way longer. It's over 30, it was 30 episodes longer, so this will probably last longer. But, based on Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, actually when they started, weren't they playing Pathfinder?
They transferred to, from Pathfinder at their home games to 5th edition whenever they started Critical Role.
Okay.
Because, like, in the first episode, whenever he was like, and I'm playing Percy, I'm the reason the rules are all messed up, because he had guns, basically.
Yeah, the pepper box.
Yeah.
Well, Mighty Nine, and honestly, I'm hoping that this continues. I'm hoping that they find success, because let's be honest, this is to me one of my favorite things that's on. The Legend of Vox Machina and now Mighty Nine. I'm really hoping that this lasts a very, very long time, because the people the people doing it are very talented and they're more than worthy of it. And plus, it's D&D related stuff.
I'm also glad this is coming out in November, because we're struggling to figure out what anime we're going to be watching until, like, Free Run and everything drops in January. So this gives us something to put in a slot.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't necessarily always have to be anime. Sometimes it can be stuff like this.
That's true. Oh gosh. I'm looking here.
Yeah, I'm excited to check this out for sure.
All right. Well, okay, everyone. I think that's going to do it. So that was the Mighty Nine official trailer. Let us know what y'all thought. And until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
Y'all be good people. Take care of yourselves. Peace.